President Trump may be shifting some of his deportation plans. Yesterday, the president directed federal immigration officials to prioritize raids in Democrat-run cities. And just a few days before that, he suggested he may pause raids targeting undocumented farm and hotel workers. NBC News senior Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley joins us now with the latest. So, Julia, let's start with that decision impacting food and hotel industries, because I understand you have some new reporting on that. What have you learned?
That's right, Sinclair. We were able to obtain that memo, and it's not just what is in the memo, but who wrote it that's able to really give us some insight into its implications. This came from Homeland Security Investigations. That's the part of ICE that's responsible for investigations and for workplace raids. What they're telling their agents is to pause on going into workplaces that are in the restaurant, hotel, or agriculture sectors, including fisheries and meatpacking plants, and pausing on arrests there. What it doesn't include are people on the other side of the house for ICE who do community enforcement. So employees could still be arrested at their homes, dropping their children off at schools or elsewhere in their communities, just not at work in those particular sectors.
Yeah, so very location specific there. Julia, let's also talk about the president's announcement targeting Democrat-run cities. How is he explaining the thought process there, and have we heard from any leaders in those cities?
Well, this follows some reporting that we did last week to say that ICE is preparing to send in ICE SWAT teams to 5 Democrat-run cities across the United States, including Chicago, Philadelphia, Seattle, New York, and the D.C. area. Of course, Trump also including the further escalation of arrests in Los Angeles. We heard from California Governor Gavin Newsom over the weekend, really criticizing these Trump policies. Trump was also asked about this policy and his plans going forward today in Canada at a bilateral meeting with the prime minister there. Take a listen to what he said.
I want them to focus on the cities, because the cities are where you really have what's called sanctuary cities, and that's where the people are. Biden allowed 21 million people to come into our country. Of that, vast numbers of those people were murderers, killers, people from gangs, people from jails. They emptied their jails out into the U.S. Most of those people are in the cities, all blue cities.
Those of us who followed Trump for a long time know often it's about the optics. And in this case, it looks like he doesn't want the optics of arrest inside those workplaces, but is welcoming the optics of clashes with the leaders of Democratic cities.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.